It's an interesting journey. How do we get to this, right? People sort of look at it in very different ways. Unfortunately, the medical system will teach most of us to really look at patients in two ways, either broken or not broken, and nothing in between, right? Well, I think that the greatest truth is in the gray, somewhere in between, right? I don't see it as such a binary thing. I'm not the only one, by the way, but basically the idea being there's more than just dead or not dead. There's a whole slew of stuff in between. I've always taken the position to say, well, how can I optimize things? How can I make things better? If I'm feeling great, awesome. How can I feel even better? If I'm functioning well, great. How can I function better? If I'm running, how can I run faster? If I'm thinking, how can I think better? That's how I've lived my life, always, always, always. Before medical school, before even choosing to go into medical school and to pursue this training. So for me, it always sort of felt like a very natural progression to say, okay, great. This is how I try to live my life day to day. Well, how can I pass that on to my patients, right? So that's sort of been like a very natural transition for me. And that's why I've always had a special interest in that. Hormones sort of fit perfectly into that model. And I don't just see it that way based on hormones. We sort of practice medicine that way in general, right? If you're doing awesome, fantastic, but there's always more that you can do. There's always more that you can extract from yourself, right? Even if you're a good person, you can still be kinder. You can still be more efficient. That's sort of like how I choose to live my life.